Your mama nice.
What's up, everybody? So this is my second video, man. Sometimes when I pump these videos, I want to just go back to back to back. That's what I like doing, man. So this is what we're about to go over. By the way, everybody know I'm shooting these videos. I am a beginner, so I like to when I learn something, I like to actually go back and share with you what I've learned and try to do it in a different way, man. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna find millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. Nah, you're gonna find hundreds of videos out there that show you a whole bunch of different stuff. But I like to have fun, man. I like to have fun and give everybody something different. So right now, what we're about to do is we are about to talk about like supports, channels, and trend lines. And this is how I do my TAs. I like to use trend lines, channels, a whole bunch of other stuff too, in which I don't want to go over that right now, but we're going to just focus on trend lines, supports, and resistances. So, my sister live. See, that's my sister right there.
That's your sister?
Yeah.
She pretty.
Yeah, she is. She's like number 6 of us.
Is this the sister your mom was just talking about?
I don't. No. She was talking about Reese yet. Not Reese, but she was talking about Diamond. I mean Jaleesa. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Diamond. Jaleesa.
Damn, you got a lot of sisters.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Back to this though. Yeah. So again, this video is about trend line supports, resistances, that type of stuff. So as we know, a support is at the bottom. Boom. It's what you sit your ass on. A resistance at the top. That's where the clouds are. So just look at the earth. The support is the ground. The resistance is the clouds. That's kind of the way I look at it. So when I find my support, again, you can have, if these green lines here were considered as the supports and resistances, I would say it's probably better to actually say my support is going to be green and my resistance is going to be red, to kind of give yourself a different color. But I use the same color for everything because at some point your resistance can be a support and your support can be a resistance. But I know what I'm looking at, so I don't really have to do all that. So just to help you out, if you want to change the color and maybe put yourself a little sticky note, because I like to make sticky notes. I put notes all over my room so I can actually remember to look at stuff and have it as an index. So let's look at support on Bitcoin right now. I got GRT up right now, so let's look at support on Bitcoin. So right now on Bitcoin, I got a lot of stuff drawn up, probably because of my previous video. So right now, my support on this 1 hour chart is 43,000. And that's where we actually went up. We touched 43K and we trended back up. And again, we are on a downtrend, a nice healthy correction. So don't worry about Bitcoin going down. So before Bitcoin started going down, I drew a parallel channel off of the movement here, and I had a trend line, support trend line going this way, and a support trend line going this way as well. And I definitely was thinking, once Bitcoin started moving, bouncing up and down, and once it got closer to the end, it started getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then it broke to the downside. And that there will kind of help you signify that you can actually short a stock, or if you want to. I don't short yet because I don't have a margin account, but sooner or later I will have a margin account so I can start shorting. But yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. So a channel can definitely represent a uptrend and a downtrend, or a sideways trend. So you can draw a channel like this. Oh no, that was a horizontal ray. Sorry, not horizontal ray, but horizontal line. So you can draw a channel this way here, and that there will signify that the particular stock or coin is going up and down, up and down, up and down. And Bitcoin did do that for maybe a day when it was correcting, or you can draw or you can pull up a uptrend, which would be this parallel channel here, and the particular stock or coin will bounce up and down like this. So you can kind of get an idea where you can buy in and out and actually scout maybe 3 or 4%. But what helps me make my decision is, you know, I would like to get maybe 2 or 3 points to start off with, and maybe make my move on maybe the 4th or the 5th actual trend. So if Bitcoin actually breaks here, which it did that right here, I had my parallel channel there, I had trend lines going that way, and it actually broke to the downside. So this is where you can actually lose money at, because it's not guaranteed that it's going to stay in this trend line here, but 9 times out of 10, if it breaks, it may come back up and retest it, or it can go down to a previous support. However, you gotta kind of give yourself, you know, a percent to where you're willing to lose to actually make that profit. And what I like to do in certain situations, I will swing this. So I will buy here, and I will watch it go up and down, and if it starts to break a little bit too much out of my comfort zone, I will sell, and I'll walk away with, you know, 5 or 6%, and that would be a nice amount of change for me for a quick swing. Or let's flip it on the downside for a downward trend in the parallel channel, and ultimately it'll go just like that. And even at this point here, you can still actually make money on the downtrend. You know, you can buy in here, sell here, but you got to make sure you're doing good enough calculations to where that trend is either going up at least 3 to 5%. You know, you don't want to get in something that is moving tight, as in going up and down 1 or 2%, because I mean, after you pay your fees, it's not going to be too profitable. But at some point on the downtrend, it will turn around and go back up to the upside, and that's where you want to watch that channel, and you want to try to get in at the bottom part of it, which we never really know, but you can have a nice little swing trade there back on the way up. So this is another analogy I came up with the whole channels and swing trading like that and that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure if everybody has been out on a boat before, but just take a lake, or let's do the ocean, by the way. So when you're going to, you know, fishing out in the ocean, 9 times out of 10, you got a place where you dock your boat. Then you have a place to where you take your boat through the channel, and then you'll have the actual lake or ocean. Now, actually, let me take that away. You'll have the lake / ocean here. Now, I always like to leave this open-ended, because we don't know how big this lake or ocean is, because it's the market. It goes up and down, and right now we're definitely in the bull market. So this lake here is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So let me go back to this channel here. I want to make sure that this is long enough to where it actually touches quote unquote lake. So when you're trending sideways, or whatever is going on in that particular stock, it's in the channel, this is what it's doing. You know, when you're in the channel, your boat is at idle, you're going slow outside of that channel until you get to the end of that channel, and sometimes we don't know where the end of that channel is, and then once you finally get to the end of that channel, you break out and you can hit the gas and you can go 100 miles per hour if you want. But at some point in time, it may want to go back down and ultimately retest this channel here, and this channel here can be signified as the support. You know, so right here, this is where I would say a support would be for this little whatever I'm doing here. but this here is when Bitcoin is pumping. This here will be 0. So this whole little thing I actually just drew, you can do it on a 1 hour chart, you can do it on a 4 hour chart, 5-minute chart, whatever type of chart you want to do. And let's just say this here signifies Bitcoin from the very beginning, which would be 0, and the very end, which would be no end here. We don't know what's going on right now, so we know that we're definitely in the uptrend. I will honestly say we have left the channel here a long time ago, and we're out in the lake. And the only way that we're gonna make it back to this boating dock is if Bitcoin goes back to 0, in which I think that would never happen, you know, just me personally. But hey, that's it. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. This was definitely a fun video for me to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comment section below, or you can go to my Facebook page, Black Bitcoiner, that's BLACK BTCNER, and I'll be willing to actually FaceTime with you, share a screen, and actually show you some of the things I do to actually do a TA. And again, when I'm doing technical analysis, I know a lot of people just like to stick to terms and all the, you know, it's a bunch of terms out there again. However, I like to think outside of the box, because some people are in this for a longer term, and a lot of people, let me change the color on this. A lot of people get real nervous and start acting, you know, crazy and want to sell everything, and they don't realize that we are on the outside of the channel and we are still working our way up. So stay tight, hold your Bitcoin, and let's make this money, man. 2021 is going to be a great year. After this bull market, we're definitely going to get in the bear market, in which I am so excited about a bear market, because I will still make money, because this is what I'm trying to do with my life, you know what I mean? So, but for the most part, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that alert button as well. And we're going to keep these videos coming probably every single day or every other day. But for the most part, y'all have a wonderful Sunday, and we are done.